Welcome to the Nexus of Adventure, where stories transcend the page, a place where heroes and villains clash. This is Break, Battle, and Roll. Welcome back, everybody, to Break, Battle, and Roll. My name is Aaron Rollins. I am your Dungeon Master, your Barkeep, and some might even say your proprietor of a specific ship. Here with me today is our good friend, Chad Stafford.
Hello there, I am Timothy Biscuit.
And Janelle Wilkie.
Hello there. Hi, how's it going? I'm Flowerkraut.
And
Always gotta throw you off, Aaron.
I'm trying to keep a straight face. Dustin Bleshmet.
Hi, how y'all doing? I'm Sherman Jeopard, and I am just wagging my tail to be here.
With 3 hit points, if I recall.
Oh yeah, that happens.
Sherman's really happy to be here.
I'm happy to
be
still
alive.
happy to still be
He's
here.
still here. Yeah, that's good. All right, so on our last Break, Battle, and Roll, after having woken up inside the belly of the Story Ark, Timothy, Flowerkraut, and Sherman are introduced to Chitin, the steward, Rizzy, the barmaid, as well as the esteemed barkeep himself. Timothy and Sherman ordered themselves a couple glasses of honest tea, while Flowerkraut, still hemorrhaging from the loss of Adristia, asks Rizzy for something strong and spicy. Perking the little goblin's interest, Rizzy brings Flowerkraut a drink she dubs a Cinder Ow Wow, playing on the sound customers usually make while drinking it. With her well-versed and calloused gullet, the warlock finds no trouble putting the beverage down.
Hell yeah.
The barkeep returns to ask how everyone is enjoying themselves and delivers a parcel addressed to no one in particular, though he claims that it is for them. The spectacled half-orc goes on to explain how everyone's tab on the Story Ark is paid through deed, a song, a story, a heroic act. Though Timothy, Sherman, and Flowerkraut address their lack of heroism, the barkeep insists, telling them that he knows they're heroes, otherwise they wouldn't be here.
Now, clean my rat problem.
Now go on my Final Fantasy beginner mission.
Now prove
That turned
it.
into not a beginner mission.
Flowerkraut takes a moment to herself and escapes to a different table while her Kenku and dogfolk companions open up the parcel. Inside they find 150 gold pieces, to which Timothy immediately goes about obsessively counting,
I don't know what you're talking about.
and a cheesecloth containing some ripe ingredients.
Give that back, Sherman. Stop eating it.
So ripe.
Sherman opens it up and fails to resist his urge to taste the animal guts, mold, pitch, and wax within, before Flowerkraut intervenes and kindly takes the concoction clearly meant for her use. She excuses herself to the room they had woken up in, assuring Chitin that she wouldn't leave a mess, and goes about crushing the pungent matter in her mortar and pestle. She speaks to her patron through the scent, concerned over the loss of her home and what this meant for her. The smell takes her through the history of places she once called home, and her patron gives her a calming sense of hope, where change can be necessary for growth. She then notices that her old spellbook in her satchel begins to radiate a dark glow. Picking it up, Flowerkraut watches the contents shift and swirl as the tome becomes her book of shadows. Back to the table for a second round of drinks, Flowerkraut returns with a slightly renewed spirit. The barkeep informs them of a quote-unquote problem he's having in his storage room above the pub, and that it would be a perfect opportunity for some new heroes to take care of before he hands them the key. The trio make their way to the upper floor where they see a dwarf disembarking from the Story Ark on the far side hatch and gangplank. They take note, considering the Story Ark is void of windows, that the passenger was exiting into a purple-skied land very different from anything they'd seen in Archipelagia. Sherman sniffs the storage room door and, sure enough, catches the scent of rodent. They use the key and enter the room only to be met by 3 dire, diseased, and plainly rude rats.
Super rude.
So rude. They were so rude to me.
Very rude.
They quickly dispatch two just as a large crate in the center of the room begins to hum, and a giant red snake with flaming fangs bursts from it, sending wooden splinters everywhere. It snatches up the last rat, then wraps itself around Sherman. Timothy and Flowerkraut move in to help their companion, though just as the snake draws its last breath, the crate completely erupts. There, in the center of the storage room, floats a fiery rift, and from it emerges a two-headed Cerberus. Between the fire snake and the hell dog, the storage room begins to catch fire. Flowerkraut dashes through the room and finds a water reservoir, then, utilizing one of her newfound powers, shapes the water from it and douses the flames and extinguishes the portal. The room fills with steam as Timothy and Sherman battle the Cerberus. Rearing back, the dog head points at each of them and unleashes molten rock from its mouths. Sherman is pinned to the wall as the magma immediately cools. Timothy crawls up a shelf out of the way, though the resulting pool of hot slag melts a hole in the floor, exposing the bar below. The patrons erupt in cheer when they see this, inspiring the three to press on. The bard turns to the creature and drops a beat from the famous Kitty Purry, dissonantly whispering the demon into ruin.
Hot and cold.
Oh, yeah.
Yes and no.
The Cerberus slumps forward and tumbles through the new hole, crashing down into the Story Ark's tavern. With the threat eliminated, and the Barkeep's problem no more, the trio emerge from the storage room and are immediately met by an eruption of cheer. Heroes. And that's where we left.
Yeah, we solved his problem of the rats, but now there's the completely new problem of the structural foundation of the ship.
Kaiten.
Just the storeroom, anyway.
Where's Kaiten? He's gonna
Hopefully-
be so pissed.
You spy across the second floor and you see Kaiten, like, cleaning the outer, outside of a door and like mopping, and he just looks up and you just see him begin to tremble. Without words, the poor creature just seems very troubled way over there. But the rest of the patrons and the barkeep himself seem completely unfazed by the fact that a hole just got bored through the storage room and that there's a dead hell dog laying at the feet of the pub. They invite you back downstairs to sit at your table, and another round of drinks are slammed down in front of you.
Woohoo!
Oh.
How you
oh
doing,
boy.
Sherman?
I hope this drink is really cold, because I'm going to put it on my forehead.
Oh, wait, no, that's another honest tea. Oh, hold on, I'll go get you something cold. Rizzy runs off.
Wait, this is warm tea? Gross.
Who drinks
Flowerkraut
warm
would
tea?
like to. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go on, Flowerkraut. What would you like to do?
Well, that was a good impersonation, Sherman.
Wow.
I didn't know you do impersonations as well.
I've been picking up on some since I've been hanging out with you, buddy, for the past nondescript amount of time that I have known you, which is limited.
We're on boat time, my friend. I feel like it's different.
This is more Flowerkraut's brain right now, but Flowerkraut pulls out a bit of parchment and she scrawls a note for Rizzy for when she comes back. And it says, "Meet me after your shift if you want to see my fire dancing prowess."
What are you writing there, Flowerkraut?
I mean, well, let's just say if I put a piece of seaweed on the door, don't come in. On the doorknob, you know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean, but if it's important to you, it's important to me, and I will respect that boundary.
College rules, baby.
If the Story Ark's rockin', don't come a knockin'.
I'm sorry, were you a part of this conversation?
Oh, hello, hi, I see you, well, you were very heroic back there. Could I get the storage room key back from you? Not that we, need to keep it locked with a hole in the...
I was about to say, we put in a skylight.
That was very... Wait. Okay, yeah, I guess it's kind of like a skylight, but it doesn't exactly
Well,
look at...
It doesn't lead to the
Like
sky,
a
but it certainly
room-
leads to
like
another
a
room
room
that's
light.
higher up.
Like a
Room
s-
light, there you go.
Oh, yeah, like a nice little... Oh, it's a... Wow, what are those... What do they call that on the Home and Garden Scroll Network? A vaulted ceiling. There you go. You got a vaulted ceiling now. That's...
Yeah.
You can charge
very
extra if you
trendy.
ever need to resell this ship.
Very chic. Here's your key, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
And look, not to ask any questions. I know that's not a real thing that you're supposed to do around here. But might I suggest that if you're going to be storing materials for your esteemed guests, perhaps you check the manifest before you let a portal to a fire dimension onto your ship made of wood?
Oh, that's what it was, huh? Those pesky fire dimensional portals. Sometimes pick them up as we travel. It's not exactly something we're shipping, per se. Anyway.
This seems very casual, and it to me this seems like something that shouldn't be casual, but you make it seem like it's something that's happened before, which the fact that this place is still in operation
really
whatsoever.
don't know what you're talking about. But,
yeah, I'm sure you don't.
Oh, Rizzy, thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now he's just talking over me. That's so rude.
Rizzy starts dropping food on the table, and she brings a nice cold ale for Sherman. And in a nice frosted glass.
Oh, I'm going to lap some up and then also lap myself. And by lap myself, I mean I'm going to lay a couple of points of lay on tongue on myself while I sit and drink.
So a platter gets placed down by Rizzy that's got some kind of roasted animal. You guys don't recognize what it is.
It's totally the Cerberus.
It definitely resembles maybe like a pig, but it's definitely got too many legs to be a pig. And then another plate with some thin fish, looks like kipper snacks type of thing.
Oh.
Some baked goods. She basically just throws a smorgasbord down in front of you.
There are so many baked goods. I've never seen so many baked goods before.
This looks amazing.
Now you all fill up, all right? I'll be back with some more drinks. And she takes off.
Oh, hold up.
Yes?
I gotta slip her the note. My compliments to the chef and to you, Rizzy.
Flowerkraut, do you want me to sneak that note in? It'll be real like I don't know, real debonair. Maybe she finds it later.
Ooh. Did you, in fact, know what I was talking about earlier? I got the impression
no,
you
but
did
I
not know
definitely,
what was happening.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I definitely know when someone should be a secret.
Yeah, hell yeah, you can slip it to her. Let's see how this goes.
Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand, yeah.
That's not a very good sleight of hand. It's one of the best things I'm good at, but how's an 11 do?
So you reach over, but you get one of your feathers snagged on Rizzy's little little uniform.
She's gonna think it's from him.
No, what are you talking about from me? I thought you were just leaving her a tip.
It's fine.
Wow,
Timothy, how uncouth.
What?
Are you giving me a? Is this seaweed?
Did you just pinch?
It's an edible arrangement. Compliments to Flowerkraut over here. She's very talented. In fact, she's not only in charge of edible arrangements where she's from, but also home decor. So I don't know, if you ever need to do something with this ship to make it a little bit more homely and modern, I think you should reach out to her.
That was smooth as hell, Timothy. Thank you.
Roll me a deception check.
16.
Oh. Well, how nice. How nice. She's like looking at this plain piece of seaweed and you're calling it an edible arrangement. and then you see that her eyes kind of glance over the writing on it, and she looks up at Timothy, and then she looks over at Flowerkraut.
I wink at her.
She licks her lips. She folds it. She tucks it away in her little apron. Well, I'll walks away.
Flowerkraut, what just happened?
I think you successfully helped me, Timothy. Good job. Good job. You were excellent.
I know we can't ask questions, but God, I have so many.
Timothy,
I'm just
you-
gonna eat this muffin. God, good muffin. Oh, really good muffin. Is this blueberry? Oh my god.
I think those are raisins, buddy.
Oh, raisins.
So you guys enjoy the slather of food in front of you and can take a short rest
Oh, thank goodness.
as you sit here and enjoy the ambiance and the bold and sophisticated flavors of the Story Ark.
I can do something for short rests.
Oh, please do it.
Ooh.
I can do the Song of Rest. If you or friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of a short rest by spending one or more hit die, those creatures can gain an extra 1d6 of hit points.
Yay. Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you so much, Timothy. I'm
So
going to
Timothy's
use
sitting
that.
there and got a big biscuit in his mouth while he's playing with his lute and.
Normally I would sing us a little tune, but if you don't mind, this is a really good loaf.
Everyone else around you seems to be enjoying your little tune as well, and you just get some smiles from some of the other patrons of the Story Ark, and they raise their glasses to you, Timothy. Go ahead and just give me a performance check, see how well you do.
Oh, thank goodness. A 19.
Oh wow!
Ooh.
Yes, indeed, you get looks of joy from everyone. Just listen. Like the Story Ark seems to quiet down a little bit as you sit there and strum the lute while everyone's enjoying their meal and their drink. And the barkeep walks back over and he just kind of sits back, crosses his arms, pushes his spectacles up a little bit, and he's just smiling and he's nodding his head to kind of the beat of your song. And as you close out the song, he reaches down, or he leans down to you, Timothy, and says, my Kenku friend, I'd like to actually talk to you about something.
Yes? Oh. Sorry. I have not been around this much bread in my life, and I have never realized how hungry I was until just now. Please forgive me as I finish this lemon loaf real quick.
Oh, by all means, please do enjoy. When
Okay.
when you are done,
Yes, no, I'm done. I'm sorry.
oh, come with me.
Flowerkraut, order more.
Yeah.
Another round for the table. I don't know if that's how bread works, but another round.
Sure.
The barkeep takes you away from the table, not too far, just far enough that the conversation is just between the two of you.
Oh, excuse me.
Sherman,
Sherman,
are you enjoying a meal?
Oh boy, this ale sure is hoppy. It's a hoppy
Hoppin'
ale. It's a
ale.
hoppin' ale.
Oh, that's
And
a
he's
good
a
beat.
happy boy.
Wow, that's a good beat. I need to remember that for the next time I need to give Sherman some inspiration.
He's got this huge grin on his face, and he goes, "You see, we see folks of all walks of life here on the Story Ark. Even Kenku, and well, we've seen dog folk before. And speaking of," and he reaches into his apron, and you see he kind of like perks his head up and looks past your shoulder to make sure that Sherman's not looking, and he produces these two like milk bone looking treats, and he goes, "I wanted to give you this to you. Dog folk tend to enjoy them, and well, I just happen to have a couple left over in the back." And he hands you the two little like dog treats.
You want me to eat these?
No.
Oh, okay, no.
No. Yeah, okay, all right.
Well, I will say that Sherman's inspired me to be more brave, so I thought this was like the next step to becoming more like a pal, but I guess not. And so he slowly puts it back out of his mouth.
Oh yeah. Let me give you a little advice. You don't let him see them until it's time for him to eat one. I guarantee he'll get excited. And also, about that hero thing, we keep talking about that. Well, these might be just what make your dog folk friend even more heroic. For a little bit. As far as I've heard.
Got it. Well, thank you. I do love helping my friends. So if this is something that will help Sherman in his time of need, well then by golly, I will make sure not to eat it.
Trust you. He gives you the finger eyes.
Oh my god, someone actually trusts me. God, this feels so good.
All right, now you get back to that table and have your second round of bread.
Oh, there's actually a second round? I wasn't sure that's how bread works. I've never been given bread freely before. This is such a good day for me. Scary, confusing. I know I'm not allowed to ask questions, which is something that's still making me molt a little bit, but still a good day nonetheless.
Flowerkraut is currently tossing those little, like, pig multi-leg things up into the air to see if Sherman can catch them with his mouth.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is exciting. Oh, all right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna run over here. I'm gonna run over here right now.
All right, go long.
See,
All right.
I'm over here. I'm over here.
Okay, here you go. Hilarious.
So you guys enjoy a little bit of time finishing up your short rest. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do while just hanging out at the table? And you definitely have filled your bellies.
Yeah, is Rizzy off her
yes.
shift?
It's only been an hour.
Okay, never mind.
And she definitely looks like she's busy. She's jumping between tables. But every time
There
she walks,
she is, busy Rizzy again. I'll take in orders and deliver in food and drink to all these wonderful patrons there. Huh, Flowerkraut, isn't she great?
Yep.
as Rizzy walks past your table, she just kind of like raises her eyebrow at Flowerkraut and then smiles and keeps walking. And eventually the barkeep makes his way back over to your table, and he has kind of a serious tone. Well, we never know when our passengers are going to embark or disembark, and I must tell you, it is your time to disembark the Story Ark.
But you just said you never know when that happens. Then how do you know? Oh God, no! I asked a question.
hold on.
I'm sorry. He just starts stuffing more bread in his mouth. Like, please don't take this away from me.
Sherman grabs Timothy's face between his paws and says, I understand your questions are valid, but now is not the time.
Thank you, Sherman. I'm sorry. I ask a lot of questions.
We always wish that our patrons could stay as long as they'd like, but each patron's time comes. And
Are we gonna die?
That kind of sounds like a death thing, yeah.
I'm not asking him. You're still smushing my face. I'm just asking you now.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna take my hands off my paws.
Oh, thank you.
it would appear that we are arriving in your next destination, and the story arc is slowing. So please meet me at the gangplank on the second floor. And the barkeep turns away.
I'm starting to think this is our last meal. I knew this was
Walking
too
the
good to be
plank.
true. I knew this was too good to be true. I'm just going to eat everything here that I see, because if I'm going to go, I'm going to go with a full belly.
It's fine, Timothy. It's just a little plank walk. Like, everyone's done it. It's totally cool.
Hey, you've walked a plank before?
Oh, yeah. It happens on the booze cruise all the time. You walk the plank after taking a shot, and yeah, it's fun.
I planked on the plank once back on the ship.
Oh.
Not this ship, obviously. It was for a dare.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sometimes we do dares. Clean dares, clean dares. Not anything like rolling in mud. No, that would get us in trouble.
I've definitely rolled in mud on a dare, so I've done all the dirty dares.
All right, if it makes you feel better, Timothy, to really rile up your spirits, we can definitely. I have something that you can say, and you can say it with me, and hopefully it brings you courage and strength as we disembark from the story arc and head out into the next wing of whatever this adventure, wherever these weird sails that I'm assuming this ship have taken us. Would you like to say something with me, Timothy?
I would like to say something with you, but I would also like to ask if we can have thirds.
Let's put some in our satchels to go, huh?
I like that. It's like a to-go. It's like
Oh,
a,
you know
a
what?
to-go
I
bag
have
now.
I have a doggy bag right here for you, actually. Let me pull it out of my pack.
So Rizzy returns to your table, and she's got a bunch of just like leftovers from the dinner that everyone's been eating. And would you like to be taking these with you?
Absolutely. Thank you, Rizzy.
And she
Extra for
walks-
Timothy.
She pours biscuits and kipper snaps and snacks into your doggy bags.
Flowerkraut, why is she staring at you literally the entire time she's making us to-go boxes?
Your guess is as good as mine, Timothy.
She sneaks
rolling
up
an
to
insight
Flowerkraut and she slips a note back to her before quickly escaping.
Oh, see, she just wanted to pass me a note.
Yeah, I rolled a 5 for an insight, so this story's checking out. You know what, Sherman? What is your word of encouragement? I feel that I can use it in these stressful and weird times.
All right, so if you're certain that you want to live the life of a foster, or even just right now, I would like to take part with you the foster oath.
Oh, right
So-
here, right now, it feels so informal. I've got crumbs all over my shirt.
Well, I mean, you can dust yourself off a little bit if you
hold on.
want.
Here we go. Okay, I think I'm good.
Okay, the outside does not matter. It's what's inside that counts. So a little crumb here and there is gonna be fine.
There's a lot of bread in there, so hopefully that counts for something.
It's really gonna soak up anything you drink. Anyway, all right. So stand up straight and put your hand or the bird. Do you have hands? I'm assuming you have hands.
They're hand-esque. There's definitely I have very long, feathery fingers.
All right, just slap those right in front of your little bird heart there, buddy.
I slap it, but it doesn't make a sound.
All right, now repeat
So
after
soft,
me.
so feather-like.
For liberty of races, big and small,
For liberty of races big and small,
our creed is to protect them all.
our creed is to protect them all.
So Archipeldians may be truly free.
So Archipeldians may be truly free.
The foster oath I pledge to thee.
The foster oath I pledge to thee.
Evil hearts will turn a pallor
Evil hearts will turn a pallor
when redemption sings a cry of valor.
when redemption sings a cry of valor.
All right, now chest bump me.
I'm
Chest
gonna
bump
do
me
it.
right
I'm gonna do
now.
it. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm so
Chest-
pumped.
All right, come on.
He chest bumps me and I go flying.
Flying, yeah.
Oh my god.
So I believe
All right.
Sherman's also fairly much taller than Timothy too. How tall is Timothy?
Oh, I mean, he's definitely below average height.
So he like jumps up, gets hit by Sherman's chest, and goes flying across the table.
Flowerkraut is watching this in amusement, and she opens up the note from Rizzy.
All it says is "flattered, my dear," and with a little like, you can see like little goblin kiss mark on the end of it.
All right, I'll catch her next time.
All right, what do you guys do?
Go to the plank. Are you all ready? You feeling pumped? Timothy, you feeling good?
Timothy's like over sideways on a fallen chair, and he gives one feathery thumbs up.
Yeah, I packed our doggy bags, Sherman. We're good to go.
All right, that's awesome. Well, let's. We know where we're going. I'll go ahead and I'll lead that charge. I like being in front.
You guys
Copy that.
climb the stairs, and sure enough, you see suspended from the storage room above the bar is poor Chitin hammering away at the hole in the floor.
Oh, no.
It was a mess. You made a mess. Chitin always has to clean a mess.
Timothy sees this and very, very, I wouldn't say reluctantly, but it's a very difficult measure. He leaves one gold piece for Chitin. This is for you. You're doing a good job, and I'm so sorry.
Yes, thank you for recognizing Chitin's efforts.
Hey, don't be so freaking loud about it, all right, bud?
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, don't say sorry. Now that makes me feel bad. I'm just letting you know. I don't want everyone to know that I have this gold.
Timothy, are you coming?
Yes, I'm coming right away, Flowerkraut. I'm sorry. I'm just saying goodbye to Chitin. He's a really good person, and I just want him to be acknowledged for being that kind of person.
What are you doing?
I don't know anymore. I just wanted to say goodbye to an acquaintance. Goodbye, Chitin. Be good. Be good.
Goodbye, Kate. Thank you. My friendly kangaroo.
Oh, he doesn't even remember my name. Now I don't like him anymore. All right, goodbye.
Hey guys, this plank has some mustard on it. Come here.
The barkeep is standing there with the hatch open to the Story Ark. And as you guys approach the gangplank, as it's lowered down, he looks to you all and he says, "No, I know it is troublesome that Story Ark does not allow questions to be asked." And he looks at Timothy specifically.
Listen, as long as there's not a purple sky out there, I think we're all good. But if there is, I'm not promising you I won't freak the frick out.
He places his hand on your shoulder and says, "You're where you need to be, which is the place that will take you to the next destination upon which your journey proceeds.
Why are you so cryptic? Crap, that's another question!
Good luck to you. Till next time!" And he ushers you off of the ship. You walk the plank, which takes you down to a dock. And sure enough, the sky looks normal. The water looks archipelagian. And you step onto this dock. It's just a very small, humble dock. Nothing like commercial size, nothing, grand in any way. And you step further onto it, turn, and the Story Ark's gone.
Did we all have some kind of shared fever dream?
I'm sorry, I've been laughing for the last 2 minutes about the mustard comment because I don't even know what it means. It's so funny and confusing.
Sherman got to the plank first, and there was definitely some mustard on it, probably from the dwarf who was walking through.
Yeah, those dwarves. And
I've been suppressing laughter for too long.
Oh, you know dwarves love their mustard.
I'm like, what is this mustard?
I imagine Sherman's like, "Well, not anymore."
Oh, yeah.
Blah, blah.
All right, so you guys are on this short dock with an island attached to it, and none of you recognize this island. It looks hilly. It's very lush, not like forest lush. It looks very green, like it's got really nice, maybe soil. There's definitely not any kind of decay or aged, or maybe even like a seasonal drift of vegetation on this. It's just like green. Almost like
verdant.
Anybody
Yeah.
want to check the water? Last time we were in water, it was very problematic, and I can't say that I'm not concerned about it.
Oh, I can go ahead and check that out right now.
This is why you always wind up with the fewest hit points.
I was about to say, Sherman, whatever you do, just don't check it with your tongue. I've noticed that tends to be your first point of contact, and I'm just worried for you.
I just do a tap. You just tap it with the paw. It makes the little ripples. It's really neat. Pop, pop. Feels
the
like water.
The water's wet. The water feels like water.
Oh, thank goodness.
Hopefully Brandon came over here.
Brandon. Oh,
I
what
hope he's
became of
okay.
Brandon?
I'm sure he swam away as soon as he sniffed the danger. He's pretty good at sniffing danger. He's been around a long time. So yeah, hopefully he made his way to clearer waters. I do not want to find a...
Don't say the words.
No.
Don't do it. Don't
Okay.
even put that thought out there. Just leave it with the Story Ark.
Into the ether it goes then with the interdimensional boat that we were just on. Can I, scope out the landscape for any notable features?
Yeah, you guys walk onto the island, and the first thing you notice is that it smells sweet in the air.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you see off in the distance as you crest the first hill that there's daisies everywhere. Like just wildflowers. And it's quite beautiful.
Son of a biscuit. I don't know why that reminded me, but I was totally gonna take a piece of the Cerberus to smash up later. Dang it. But I will take some flowers instead.
Oh,
Dang it.
All right. You pick up some flowers and show them your
Flowerkraut
satchel.
angrily stomps over to some flowers. Just saying, dang it, dang it over
Dang
and over
it.
again.
Fucking shit!
I've never seen someone pick at flowers angrily before. This is interesting.
No, come on, Flower. You gotta do it like this. And Sherman like rolls onto his back and just starts like grinding his spine into the grass and the flowers, writhing back and forth. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's so good. You guys have to try this.
Allergy season just explodes all around you guys. So you're on a road. I mean, it's definitely a not paved, but like a well-worn road that leads out to the dock that you were just dropped off on. And you see a sign along the road with only one arrowed plank, and written on it is the
Keep
word
off of flowers, highly poisonous. What a weird sign.
"Beware mimic flowers." No, I'm just kidding. You see on the sign it says Wallach, Walloc. You all assume that is the name of a town in the direction the arrow is pointing.
All right, yeah, Wallach. Let's go.
Do you think it's going to be a long walk to get there?
Oh my god. Flowerkraut face
Give me a
palms.
freaking second here. Okay, I'm good. Let's do this.
Oh, that's a waggy tail moment for me. Yeah.
Sherman, you're funny, man.
All right, so you guys continue down the road, and not far, you turn a corner on another because it's got hills and hills of flowers, but then you see off in the distance there's definitely some kind of crops. This island looks rich and verdant, and so it makes sense that there would be farms here or there. And you see one right up around this ridge. You see a farmer packing up a wagon. He hears you coming and he turns and, "Oh, ho, ho! Travelers, hello! Ho, ho! Good to see new faces. Ho, ho! Well, you're far on the edge of the island, I might say. Must have just sailed in for the harvest festival, I presume."
Yes, the Harvest Festival.
We surely just got here. That's a true thing.
Oh, I couldn't blame you. Harvest Festival is one of the best times here on Praxil. Would you like a moiki fruit? And he grabs these star-shaped fruits and he walks out to you guys with them.
A moiki fruit.
Flowerkraut's eyes go wide.
He hands you guys each a fruit and he... "Oh, you've had a moiki fruit, have you?"
I have indeed.
Oh, you
I?
see, your friend here, she knows what she's talking about. Go ahead, show them how these things are eaten.
All right, watch and learn, boys. I crack it over my knee, and it has two halves. Okay, wait. Description for audience. Moiki fruit is a star fruit that is shaped like a banana. And I crack it in half over my knee, and I just start sucking down on one end, and it is very sexy.
That's just dribbling down her chin.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh yes, this one, she likes moiki fruit, you can tell. Oh.
I save the other half for later because I want to squish it in the pistol, mortar and pistol.
So you see that this farmer is packing up a wagon with a horse attached, and yeah, Flowerkraut, you realize where you are the second this guy hands you a moiki fruit, and you flashback. Holy shit.
Yeah.
The daisies, the smell of daisies, the sweetness in the air. You're on Praxil, but this farmer didn't look at you with any disdain.
No, he didn't.
Wasn't set back by travelers coming down the street. Seems very friendly. "Oh, you must have come in from the southern docks. Well then, I myself am a little bit late to the Harvest Festival. Had some work to finish up. I hope they don't mind. Oh, and don't tell anyone you had some moiki fruit. We're not supposed to harvest anything before the festival, if you get my meaning."
Your secret's safe with us, sir.
"Oh, thank you. Oh, by the way, my name is Joe Khan, and, this is my moiki farm here."
Well, hi there, Joe Con. My name is Sherman Jeopard, and it's an absolute delight to be here. Have you heard of Pal?
Well, yes, of course, but I don't think I've ever met a PAL in person. What an honor for a member of PAL to come to our humble festival. You must be a fruit lover. Here on Praxil, we have the best fruit.
Oh, that's absolutely exciting. I don't really get a lot of fruit back at the academy. We're on a very strict diet, but now that I'm out on my rover missions, I'm allowed to eat whatever I want, provided I stay within my macros.
Oh, well, whatever that means, that's great.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have a cacophony of flavors on that tongue of yours tonight. I swear to you. Everyone brings a little sampling to Wallach for the Harvest Festival and the ritual of renewal. And he he crosses his heart and he looks up into the sky. Solidarity. Bless Miriam. Anyway, I need to finish up packing this wagon up. If you don't mind, you could travel with me. We could go out to Wallach together.
Oh, I'll do you one better. I mean, I'm a able-bodied young lad. I could totally help you load up your stock there, my friend.
That would be wonderful. These old bones are only getting older.
Bones? Sorry. It's a habit.
Don't mind him. He's harmless. He's a friendly guy. But yeah, we'd be happy to join you. This is our first year enjoying the festival.
Jokan turns and hobbles back up the hill towards his farm. He's got a couple crates off towards his farmhouse. And he motions for Sherman to join him.
Before I go up there, I just turn aside for a second. I'm like, stupid.
What?
Stupid.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
He said bones, but he didn't mean like bones for me.
Oh, Sherman, I don't think you need to worry about that. I foresee bones in your future. And not in the weird way. Not in the bad way. Like, not that we're going to die or anything. Shoot. Stupid.
What the hell, Timothy? Are you telling him he's going to die?
No, I'm not saying he's going to die. I'm just saying that there's not going to be bones in the weird way or the scary way. God, that's stupid.
Oh, my God. They're both saying stupid now. Oh, my God. Both of you are fine. I was just kidding, Timothy. Holy crap. Timothy, hey.
Yeah, yes, Flower. Sorry. Sherman made a valid point, and then I made an invalid point, and God, I just feel like such a fool.
No, you are totally fine, Timothy. Listen, would you mind doing me a favor?
Oh, not at all. Of course, I would do anything you need me to, Flowerkraut, even unwillingly pass a note of importance that I didn't know was important, and now I'm just confused. I'm sorry that I'm asking questions, but now that we're off the Ark, I feel like I can finally let my questioning side free. And anyways, what do you need?
Would it make you feel better if you knew what the note was for,
God,
Timothy?
in every way possible. But only if you're okay with sharing that kind of information with me.
Yeah, totally fine with it. You were helping me with a booty call, Timothy.
What is a booty call?
I wanted Rizzy's booty, is what it's for.
You want to steal her treasure?
Oh my God, help. Not quite. I mean, yes, in a way, but... This is harder than I thought. I'm usually very chill about talking about sex.
Oh, it was a note about sex?
Yes.
Oh. Well, God, I shouldn't have tried to sneak anything in regards to that. I feel dirty, Flowerkraut.
Timothy, you're totally fine. Like, it's
and I said
okay.
she was. I told her you were just making edible arrangements. Oh,
Timothy,
stupid,
you were being. Timothy, you were just being my wingman. You were being my wingman. Okay.
Well, I do have two of them.
Yes, you're the perfect wingman. Don't you see?
Okay.
Okay.
What do you?
All right. Back to the matter at hand.
Oh,
I'm coming back.
Why are you mentioning wings around a kenku?
Oh God, I have tears right now. That was so hard to stay in character.
Edible arrangements.
Oh, my tummy. Oh, shit. Okay. So Timothy, what I need you to help me out with right now is I totally just realized where we're at, and let's just say a person like me has not been welcome here in the past because they think I look like a hag.
Well, that's
And-
rude. People would treat me the same just because I'm a Kenku. So now I'm mad. This place was so charming, and now I am just kerfuffled with it now.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Joe Kahn. Like, he responded to me, like, very kindly. So, but just to be safe, I think I'm going to have to transform myself in case the villagers are not very kind to seeing me here again. So, I'm gonna just quickie turn into my other form.
Okay.
Which you have never seen before, so don't be too alarmed. But can you just say that, like, if Joe Kahn asks, I left and was just waiting for my granddaughter to show up. I was just dropping her off, you know?
I can do that, but I must warn you, I'm terrible at lying.
Well, I can also do the talking, too, I suppose. I just need you to nod your head in corroboration with me. Is that manageable?
I'm very good at head movement. I do it quite frequently.
Okay, great. I'm counting on you.
Do you... question, when it comes to changing your appearance, does that also include your clothing? Because, well, I can perform a little illusionary trickery to potentially change your appearance, at least in the clothing department.
Ooh, Timothy can do that? Would I be wasting any of your spell slots or anything?
It is a cantrip.
So the disguise self spell, it does include your clothing as well. You can change whatever you want about it.
Yeah, I'll change the clothes. Okay, yeah, I'll change my clothing then.
Timothy will just provide some illusionary, maybe we just have like a quick montage where we're trying different outfits on Flowerkraut.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my god, fashion show!
All of a sudden, there's out of nowhere this dressing room booth, and she's walking out of it, and Timothy's
It's
like,
very
no.
Genie.
Shaking his head
it's
no.
Genie and Aladdin when they're coming up with his outfit for Prince Ali.
Yes, exactly. A little bit further up the hill, Sherman, you're walking with Joe Kahn, and he turns to you as you're slowing down your pace because of his old bones. Oh, you've never been to Praxil, I take it. What do you think?
I think it smells simply delightful there, sir.
Yes.
Is it Mr. Kahn, or is Joe Kahn the first name?
Oh, it's Joe Kahn. That's my first name.
Okay, so Mr. Joe Kahn, gotcha.
Yeah, we can skip the formalities. It's fine. But you see, around us, we have the most lush soil, and for growing this beautiful harvest, and it is all thanks. And I think you would understand being a. He looks at you closely. A personage of faith. Yes, of faith. That. We are blessed here on Praxil. We are blessed.
Blessed be.
Yes. We are blessed by Miriam herself. For she has given to us the protection from that would take away our bounty. And hear this fly buzz in, lands on Jokan's neck, and he slaps it. Oh, that was weird. little guy. How did you?
Do I need to be? Do I need to put on some spray or something? Do you guys have a bug? Is it like a bug pest season or something like that around here?
No, quite the opposite actually. This little fella, and he looks at the squished bug in his hand, and he, how did you slip in here somehow? How did you? You know what? Let's get these crates right here back to the wagon. And he
these
picks
crates?
He picks up one, and there's 3 more, but it looks like he's limited to just one.
Okay. Well, how big are the crates?
The crates probably weigh about 30 pounds each.
Oh, I mean, I can probably stack those all up. Let me take a look.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, should be not an issue.
Strapping young man. He helps you lift or like stack the 3, and you pick all 3 of them up. And he's hobbling behind you as you guys are heading back towards the wagon. Oh, wait right there, Sherman. I'll keep up with you.
Oh, it's all right. I'll be just fine there. I think I'm tall enough. I can just set these in the back of your wagon without having to kneel down or lift them up or anything like that. I can just set them right in.
You hear more buzzing. It's growing in intensity.
That's troublesome.
And you turn to see a swarm behind you in Jokan. And it is descending, a massive swarm of something, some kind of insect. And Jokan turns and his eyes go wide as he freezes. No, this is impossible! Sherman, roll initiative.
I will do that.
Oh, fuck.
That's 9.
All right, a 9. The swarm goes first. It descends in. It descends in, and it engulfs Jokan.
No!
Oh, impossible! No!
I'm coming!
And you see him getting overwhelmed. Jokan drops the crate, and Sherman, you see him struggling to keep his balance. Timothy and Flowerkraut, you guys down the hill a little bit. You're only maybe like 40 feet from where this is happening. Hear the struggle. You look up, you turn as you're in the middle of dressing Flowerkraut or Flower up.
Yes, this is a complimentary color on your skin. It looks very nice.
This is the one, Timothy?
I think this is it. I think you nailed
hell
it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Wait, what the hell is... Do you hear Sherman? Okay, that is not a great noise.
I mean, he does make very similar noises when he's happy and when he's scared and when he's frightened, so it's hard for me to discern the difference. But if I really consider it, no, something bad's happening.
Yeah, come on. Let's go, wingman. We dash up the hill together.
It is an initiative 9, and at the end of the round, we will get to you guys. Go ahead, Sherman.
Oh, okay. So, I don't want to like destroy this man's crates, but I feel like I just need to drop them.
Yep, you drop the crates. They crack a little bit as they hit the ground, and some of the moiki fruit spills out, but that doesn't seem quite as important right now.
Okay, and I am going to run back towards Jokan, and I guess I'm going to try to gently tackle him out of the swarm and like pin him on the ground and try to cover him with my body.
Okay. Let's go ahead and have you roll a... Boy, you know what? I don't think there's really any necessary roll for this if you're just going to be grabbing him and covering him up and he's not moving. So you dive into the swarm and you cover him up. The swarm, because you're basically in the direct line of fire, it is going to take an attack of opportunity on you as you're basically putting yourself in his way. So let's see here. You've got a... so the thing is, since you're tackling him, this is going to be your AC minus your shield, because you're not using your shield.
Okay, so 16.
All right, and they roll... Oof. That is a 2 on the die. They are stinging at your chainmail, but they can't seem to get through. You cover him up, but you see that Jokan is barely conscious as you look down at him. And now you're covered in this cloud of insects. Angry, nasty insects. Timothy and Flowerkraut, it's time for the two of you to break battle and roll initiative as well.
All right.
That's a 19.
19.
All right, 13.
13. All right. Starting the round with Timothy, you both start running up this hill. You're 40 feet from the scene, and you see Sherman just barely through this thick cloud of insects that's just buzzing around. And you can hear Jokan's cries of pain.
Sherman, what's going on? Is he okay?
Holy fuck. What's happening, Sherman?
There's lots of bugs. Like a lot.
Do you need me to heal you?
Get rid of the bugs, Timothy.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
What? This is the most commanding voice I've ever heard from Sherman.
I've never attacked bugs before. This is new. This is new for me.
So what do you do, Timothy? You're 40 feet away. You can move 30 feet to close the distance, but you'll still be 10 short.
I don't have a lot of spells left, and I'd certainly want to save a healing word for if things get a little dire. So I am going to run up. Actually, I don't think I have to run up at all with this because it's a range of 60 feet. And I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers on these things.
Okay.
So I imagine Timothy's just running up. He grabs his lute and he starts tuning it, and he hears like the buzz of these insects, and he tries to think of like a tune that in his mind would be more overpowering than that, and he starts playing it, and it just amplifies through his lute, and it sends like this rippling sound wave towards these this cloud of insects.
Okay. So they need to make a wisdom save throw. All right. And they're bugs. They're not very wise. They rolled an 11, which I think is a fail for Timothy's DC.
Mine is a 12.
All right. So you hit with your Dissonant Whispers.
All right, that's 3d6 of psychic damage. And then the target must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Ah, okay.
So I'm just trying to get these things away from us. 1, 2, 3, rolling. That's 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Okay, wow. So you pop the brains of half of these things swarming Sherman. You see a bunch of bugs just fall to the ground, unable to handle the psychic blast that you just sent into the cloud. Anything else?
Do they move away from us?
They will be moving away on their turn.
Okay, I'm gonna close part of the distance just so I can be closer to.
It does say as their reaction,
Yes.
if available, to move. Okay, then yes, they are moving away.
Okay, then I'm gonna move as close as I can to Sherman and Joe Con, just in case I need to provide support.
Okay. You move as close as you can. You're still about 10 feet short of them. The swarm is up next. Okay, so it doesn't give them the frightened condition. So literally, the Dissonant Whispers just makes them move away immediately, and then they turn around and come back.
Oh, biscuits.
They fly away because it seems like something is affecting them, because half of them just died. You've got half a swarm now. And so they come flying back, and they're going to go ahead and try and, it is their initiative, they're going to try and attack Sherman once again because he's covering up Jokan.
Sherman, get ready. I think they're coming back.
So they rolled a 17.
That's enough.
And the thing is, for anybody who's familiar with the way that swarms work in D&D 5e, Timothy just knocked them down by half, which means that everything that they do is reduced by half because they're not as strong as they were. So what was a lot more damage, not quite as much this time. Sherman, you take 6 points of piercing damage as a couple of them do get within your armor and sting you.
Ow, ow, ah!
And then you guys hear more buzzing above you. Except it's not the same buzz of a swarm. You look up, and flying above you, 2 medium-sized bugs. They look kind of like praying mantis, flying with angled claws, and they fly over, and one of them lands behind Flowerkraut, and one of them lands right behind the swarm. That's the rest of their turn. It is now Flowerkraut's turn. This one,
Okay.
it's not within 5 feet of you, Flowerkraut. It does land. It's basically these bugs looked like they're trying to cut you guys off from both sides.
Okay.
What is described as medium-sized?
A medium size would be what you guys are sized as.
That's what I was worried about.
A Flowerkraut-sized bug.
So these things are like bug people, and you see that some of these insects that are swarming are also kind of like crawling on them, swarming around them a little bit. So that definitely seem to be like the source of these insects. Flower, what are you doing?
Noticing the new threat behind her. Let's see. I was gonna try and do something really weird originally when it was just a swarm, but I think now that there is someone or a giant bug person behind me, I will start by trying to cast sleep on that thing.
Okay. So you turn around and just focus the entire spell into one target.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll. What level are you casting it as?
Oh snap, I can do different levels of it now? Oh. Alright, I can do second level.
Ooh. So by upcasting sleep, that'll add one additional D8 to your pool of. Actually, I'm sorry,
it's an additional 2D.
2D8s, yeah. Okay, so
Oh
you would
my
roll
God.
you'd roll 7D8 to put this thing out.
Jeez. Okay, cool. 46.
46.
Alright, 46 sleepies at you.
This prey mantis thing just slumps to the ground.
Night night, loser.
Oh, yeah, it is absolutely unconscious. What else is Flowerkraut doing?
Okay, I'm gonna run up so that I'm within, let's see, I want to be within about 20 feet of our friends, especially the not so good looking Joe Con, since it looks like he's about to die.
Yeah, so you run up, you can easily get within 20 feet of them. So you're about 10 feet behind Timothy. And we move on to Sherman. Sherman, you're covering up Jokan. The swarm is still sitting on top of you, trying to sting you and him, but you're successfully keeping him from any further attack.
Okay, I'm gonna stay prone on him for now. I'm going to give him some lay on tongue
Okay.
to try to help get him back to a healthiness.
Okay, what are you giving him?
I am giving him. He sounds like a normal folk. I'll give him 3 good licks.
Okay, so he gets 3 more hit points back. You actually bring him conscious again. He was very much near death. And he goes, "Oh, Sherman! Oh, it's the fleas! The fleas! Miriam has forsaken us!"
Come on, Jokan. Let's get you somewhere safe. Are there closed windows in your cart?
He has his wagon is open faced. It's just like a buggy with a horse attached to it. All right, what is Sherman doing?
Since he's conscious and there doesn't seem to be a safe place for him, I'm going to actually put my shield over him, like
Okay.
as much of his body as possible, and try to just go at the bugs without a shield.
Okay, are you standing up?
I will stand up.
Okay.
I can't do an action because I did lay on tongue.
Oh, got it.
But I will
Okay.
I will stand up and get ready to take action if need be.
All right. So you stand up, you got your sword out, ready to slash at the bugs, staying right next to Jokan.
Yes.
All right. After your turn, Jokan goes because he's conscious, and he is going to basically cower, take a defensive stance underneath your shield, so that anything that attacks him would be at disadvantage. We are back up at the top of the round. Timothy, it is your turn.
Okay. Am I near one of the big bugs?
So it's you, and then 10 feet where Sherman and Jokan are standing with the swarms around them, and then about 10 feet beyond that is the other bug. or one of the big bugs.
So it's so tough not knowing when I'll be able to get more spell slots, but this worked well before, and I want to get rid of this swarm, so I'm going to just keep on playing, and I'll cast Dissonant Whispers yet again.
All right. Dissonant Whispers on the swarm?
Yes.
Okay. A wisdom saving throw. These insects are not wise, and they prove it by rolling a 3.
Wonderful. Well, seeing as I don't hear any requests, I'm just going to keep playing that same song. An additional 10 damage.
Okay. You are picking away at this swarm. There's only a few of them still buzzing around. So like literally there's just like a couple remnants of the bugs left in this swarm. Anything else, Timothy? You want to close any distance, or are you staying where you're at?
I mean, in my next turn, I would be able to move essentially to anybody, any of my teammates, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You could move there right now if you wanted to.
I guess at this point, I'm just going to close the distance to the swarm, because I'm hoping in my next attack I can just take care of them, unless... I'm assuming Sherman's going to want to go after the big bug.
Maybe.
Okay, so you close in. You're standing pretty much right near where Jokan and Sherman are.
But I'm assuming that the bugs have moved away on their reaction, and then they're just going to come right back.
Yes, they move away. They actually fly right past the big bug, but they haven't come back quite yet, because the next initiative is actually this thing.
Okay, so I'll just move up to where Sherman is.
Okay. This thing buzzes in. It's kind of like doing that low hover where it's only about 6 inches off the ground, and its wings are spread out, and you see it's got those 2 arched claws like a praying mantis. It rears them up, and it goes in to attack Sherman. Rolls a 16 to hit.
Well, that'll hit me without my shield, so that's gonna hit.
Okay. It does 5 damage, and then it's going to 5 slashing damage. It's going to attack again. Rolled another 16.
Oh,
12s.
that's a-okay.
And then another 5 slashing damage.
Doing great!
You can hear from under the shield, Jokan. No, this can't be. He's like crying under the shield.
These have got to be some really good bananas or something.
The swarm is up next. It flies back in. However, it passes up Sherman and it goes for Jokan, but he's in a defensive stance. He's got the shield over him, so they're going to be rolling with disadvantage. First one is a 16 on the die. The second one is an 11 on the die, but with their +3 to hit, that's a 14. They still get under the shield and they stay.
No!
Yikes.
All right, Jokan takes enough damage that he is no longer conscious.
Sherman sees this and goes, "How dare you!" And I'm gonna use my channel divinity to send the damage back at the swarm and hopefully finish them off.
The swarm evaporates.
Well, it was gonna be a wisdom saving throw, but okay.
Is that what's required? Because they'll probably fail it.
Yeah, it's a DC 12 wisdom saving throw for full or half damage.
Okay, so they rolled a 12 on the die, but they have a -2 to their wisdom, so that's a 10.
All right.
Nice.
So for those of you listening at home, one of the things that I get as part of the Oath of Redemption is a channel divinity called Rebuke the Violent. So that's immediately after an attacker within 30 feet deals damage with an attack against a creature other than me, I can use my reaction to force that attacker to make a wisdom saving throw, and if they fail, the damage goes right back at them full force. If they succeed, they still take half damage. It's dope.
That is
That's
very
so
dope.
awesome. I love
Super
it.
cool. Super cool. So in a radiant explosion, the last of the wasps. It is Flowerkraut's turn.
Oh, crap. Okay. Let's see. I don't really have anything that I can do to help Jokan if he's unconscious again.
Well, he's back up, right? Because the damage was reversed, or do they still do the damage?
They do the damage, and then they're basically rebuked for the damage. So they take the same
Gotcha.
amount of damage that they did.
They got a spanking for the damage.
Yep.
Fuck. Okay.
So you've got Sleepy Bug behind you,
Indeed.
and you've got a Wake Bug slashing at Sherman ahead of you.
Okay. How far is he away? How far away is he from me?
20 feet.
20 feet. Okay. Can I close the distance as a?
Yep,
as a,
you have-
is a what is that called? I'm like a half action, whatever it's called.
No, so you get 30 feet of movement for each turn, so you definitely can close the distance as part of your movement.
All right. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna elderly blast this fuck.
Oh shit! So I'm guessing you're not closing the distance completely, but
Yeah, not to be on top of him per
right.
se.
All right, so you get in, let's say 10 feet away from this thing.
It's an ill fate for you, bug fiend. Our friend Flowerkraut here brought the bug spray.
I fucking love you.
Had to get some raid in the face.
Not sponsored by Raids, Shadow Legends, now available on mobile devices.
Take this back to your queen, bitch.
Amazing. All right. Please hold while I shake my can of raid.
Shake your can of raid.
My can. Roll a d20 plus 5 charisma. Okay.
I like that
That's
song.
what Flowerkraut's singing to herself as she's bending over.
All right. I got with my d20 and plus 5. I've got a 20 total.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Dead on, hit this thing.
Boom shakalaka. All right. Get a load of this. I got a 7 plus 3, 10. 10 raid fart at him.
All right, 10 forceful damage out your rear end. It's well armored in terms of like its carapace, but you crack it a good one, and it's taken back a little bit. It definitely turns to look at you and sees that you are a threat. Anything else?
No.
Sherman, you're up.
All right, this scythy bug is going down. I'm gonna go ahead and charge this thing with my longsword. And I hate that. Oh, stop it! Stop
He
it!
hates the sound of his own
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It makes me so uncomfortable. Here, hope I kill you.
Why does Sherman look so uncomfortable over here?
So that's gonna be a 20 to hit with the longsword, and I
shit,
tell you
yeah.
what, I'm gonna divine smite as well.
Oh.
Where's my divine smite? Where are you? There it is, divine smite. So that's gonna be an extra. So it's just gonna be a first level slot. That's all I got. So that's gonna be an extra 2d8, unless on the offhand that these bugs are undead or fiends.
They are not.
I didn't think so. Okay, so let me get my dice.
Though you may call them fiends. My old fiend, I shall slay you.
So I'm gonna roll the longsword damage first.
Okay.
So the longsword damage is going to be 13.
All right.
And then the smite, that is 7. 7 radiant smite damage.
So, similarly to the wasps popping in radiant energy, Sherman, your slash absolutely eradicates this bug in a radiant glow, and this thing just kind of like dissolves in the energy from your smite. You guys turn around, and there's the other one back behind Flower, slumped over, asleep.
Does anybody have a really big glass or like a container or something we could just put over that one?
A really big glass. I do not have my human-sized glass with me today, unfortunately, Sherman.
Oh, well, there's a horse here. Maybe I can pull the horse trough and just kind of lay it over that guy.
You hear faintly, off in the distance, more buzzing.
Ah, crap.
And where one bug is seen can only mean that more are present. You guys look over the hill into the fields of moiki fruits. You see, looks to be hundreds more of these bugs.
The swarm or the big ones?
The big ones.
Oh my god.
And they are coming from the southern reaches, and it looks like they're tearing through this harvest, pulling fruit, sucking it down, shredding the bounty.
They're not even doing it the right way. They're not even cracking it on the knee.
They're just like eating the skin.
Ah, disgusting.
Taking
Psychopaths.
a bite out of it.
Timothy, grab as many of these moiki fruits as you can and take them with us because we're gonna be hungry. I'm gonna grab
think that
Jokan and let's
Sherman-
get into this cart and hopefully one of us knows how to ride a horse.
Sherman, I think they want the fruit. I think we should abandon it.
We can throw them. We can throw them at them like, hey.
We've got so much
everything's great.
food left over from the ship, Sherman. Let's leave the fruit behind.
Oh crap! They didn't teach anything about this in the academy. Shield, grab that. All right, old man, let's go. Wait, you're not breathing.
You guys, in your panic, grab what you can. Sherman, you pick up your shield. You throw Jokan over your shoulder. You run for the cart. You guys
Is he
jump-
like death saving right now?
You pause as you are getting ready to get into the wagon, and you look at Jokan. He's gone. A humble farmer, without the constitution of a hero, life frail as it was, Jokan's dead.
I don't think he's breathing, guys.
He's fine. He's gonna be just fine.
Sherman,
I'm not leaving him here.
you don't have to. We could take him.
All right. Let's hurry up. Let's hurry up.
Three of you load up the wagon. You place Jokan in the back. One of you takes the reins. Who's going to drive this thing?
Timothy, you and Sherman take care of the body, and I'll go up ahead.
The comment about the bones is coming back to haunt me, and I feel terrible about the situation, and I'm trying to be brave because that's what Sherman would be, but I am literally freaking out right now. I'm just telling you because I know that we're confiding with one another, and I just need to be honest to somebody, but I'm going to put on a brave face for Sherman, but I am freaking out right now.
Timothy, just know I might be the same level of crappy at this as you, but I can take care of it, and you can just take a breather, all right? You've got this.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna go help Sherman. This is bad. Okay, I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna hop in the back, and I put my winged arm around as much of Sherman as I can, and I just look at him. Sherman, everything is going to be okay. We're going to make this right.
Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. We'll go to the town. People will know what's going on. They'll be able to. They won't. They.
Sherman,
Let's.
we can't save everyone, but we can do our best. We can try to save as many as possible.
We've got to get to the town.
So you spur the horse to go trotting, but the horse also hears the buzz, and it gets a little scared, and it pulls the wagon onto the road off of Jokan's farm. The three of you head further down into the island of Praxil on your way to the town of Wallach. That is where we will end our session. Winds with you, BB Army! Thank you for joining us for today's episode of Break Battle and Roll. We hope you're enjoying our adventure as much as we are in creating it. If you're looking for more ways to connect with Break Battle and Roll, follow our Instagram and Twitter, both at Break Battle Roll, or stop by and give us a like on the Break Battle and Roll Facebook page. Additionally, you can follow Chad Stafford at his Instagram and Twitter at It'sChitChad. That's ITSCHITCHAD, as well as his YouTube channels ChitChad and ChitChad Plays. Janelle Wilkie on her Instagram at janelle.wilkie. That's JANELLE.WILKE. Join our good buddy Dustin Bleshman as he streams on twitch.tv/thefinaldestination. Follow his Instagram and TikTok, both at @the_final_destination, and his Twitter at FINL Destination. You can also find me, Aaron, on Twitter at AirKuma. That's AARKUMA. Though the four of us bring this podcast to you, it wouldn't have the same audio quality without our amazing musicians Ben Holland and Rory O'Neill, providing our theme song and musical accompaniment. Ben can be found on SoundCloud, and you can find Rory on Twitter at Trench Roarfare. That's TRENCHRORFARE. We'd also like to shout out our good friends at the Roaring D20s, another fantastic D&D podcast with DM Scott Jones. Give them a follow on their Instagram and Twitter at RD20s Podcast. That's RD, the number 2, the number 0, S Podcast. Now that you're a part of the BB Army, help spread the word. Got a friend or two that's run dry on D&D podcasts? Send them our way. Also, if you're on Apple Podcasts, leave us a review. We'd love to hear what you think. Thanks again for listening. And now it's time for me to get back on the story arc, grab a drink, and get ready for the next adventure. Until next time.